Welcome to the live stream here from McCready and Siskey, powered by Rain Total Body Fuel. I'm Neal. That is Tyler.
What it is, sir?
How are you today?
Good. Got the camera angles.
Oh,
You doing the scoops close up?
sorry, I was not trying to go solo.
I'm here.
It's been a day. Been a busy day. Got a lot going on. That's okay.
Let's go.
Got a lot going on. Catching up on some things. Got some stuff. You know, you have 5 people in a household, 6 people in a household this year. Stuff's gonna happen.
Oh, we got bonus guests coming this year.
Well, no, but I mean, Aka's here this year.
Is Aka pumped for Thanksgiving?
I think Aka's confused by Thanksgiving. They don't have Thanksgiving is not a thing in Finland.
Get a week off and eat a lot.
I think he's confused. I think he's excited about the week off because I think they're all a little physically tired. They've played a lot of soccer games in a very short period of time, and I think everybody's a little beat up.
Need a bye week.
Well, yeah, they got Starkville tonight there, and then Brandon here on Saturday, and then they get a full week off.
There we go. Let's go. Let's go. That's good stuff.
So they're gonna help me brine a turkey at some point next week.
Okay.
I gotta squeeze that in. You know how because you've coached in it. The disadvantage to a game getting moved off of Saturday. For those that don't know, in my day job, I cover Ole Miss for Rivals.com. That game is on Friday, not Saturday. So
It's the first time it's been on Friday in a while, huh?
yeah, but so you lose it. Yeah, yeah. It seems like it's been on Friday once before.
I think when Hugh was here, after I wasn't here, I think I was at Alabama. I think they played. I may be dead wrong on this, but what the year that Mississippi State and Ole Miss were both like college football playoff in the rankings was that year? That was a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for some reason
that was a Saturday 2:30 game.
Gotcha.
Is that the year they played the Iron Bowl on Friday?
Dude, I don't remember.
They used to play the Iron Bowl on Friday.
Yeah, it's gone back and forth.
Yeah,
I think I've coached it on Friday, but no, I did not. When I was there, I don't think I don't think.
Seems like I covered it a couple of Fridays.
I know it's been on a Friday before. It's a unique. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it. We got plenty of time. It's a unique thing when you're coaching during Thanksgiving. It's always a weird deal. If you're when I was doing the Egg Bowl, we played. I think all 3 of them were Thanksgiving night. And no, the first year when I was with Freeze and we beat Mississippi State, that was a Saturday. It was not Thanksgiving Day. I remember that was a Saturday.
That's right.
2012.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came back and was in it twice, it's weird. I remember at Alabama, we had both years at Alabama, we would have Thanksgiving. So it wasn't on Friday. We had Thanksgiving at the facility for the players after practice and then went home. And then we had Thanksgiving at the house with family. Parents and stuff would come in town. And then we played at Auburn one year, then at
That's
Alabama
a lot of turkey and dressing.
Yeah, I was done. I think I actually saved up. I don't think I ate much at the school. I think I waited and crushed at the house. So, but it's a unique thing it's fun. I always say it's this now in high school. It's always a good sign if you're practicing on Thanksgiving Day. In college, it's kind of part of the drill. But
right, in Thanksgiving it means you're.
Usually
in high school
round.
it means you're in third round. That's right.
Usually third round.
That's right.
So
because we always had practice on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
We practice like early afternoon on Thanksgiving and then go home and whatever.
No doubt.
All right, we'll get rolling. Welcome to episode 237 of McCready and Siskey, powered by Rain Total Body Fuel. I'm Neal McCready. That's Tyler Siskey here on this Thursday, November the 21st. Hope everyone's having a lovely end of your week as we get close to the end. A full day of programming here on MPW Digital Extra. Even if you're not an Ole Miss fan, and a lot of you in here aren't, which is great, means we've actually grown the show. If you're not an Ole Miss fan and you just want some really good SEC/college football playoff talk, go back and listen to the first hour of MPW Digital Extra presented by Rustic Revivals. Michael Bratton, SEC Mike on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I did their show. I did a show with him, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah,
good dude.
Mike's good dude. He was on and we talked a lot about playoff stuff, and there's some interesting things that are out playoff wise.
He's a big proponent of South Carolina, right? Getting in. He wants South Carolina in.
He didn't. No, he didn't tell me that. No, he didn't tell me that. I think he's like me though. He thinks that if there's no chaos at all, there's going to be a rough time to be Greg Sankey around SEC circles because. Look, I'll say it. I think if 6 SEC teams go 10-2, I think 6 SEC teams belong in the tournament. Now they're not all going to get in there, and so whoever doesn't get in is going to go. Why did we sign up for this? Why did we do this the way we did it? This is, you know what. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Listen to that is the point. If you are an Ole Miss fan in the thread, we're followed by the Butcher versus actually you don't have to be an SEC. You don't have to be an Ole Miss fan.
You don't have to be a fan of anything.
The Butcher versus the dance instructor. We have a special guest on that show this week. That's coming. And if you're an Ole Miss fan, we have some Ole Miss-related programming coming your way a little bit later. It's Pete's Pigskin Preview getting you ready for Florida. Ole Miss at Florida. Well, we're brought to you each and every show by our friends at Rain Total Body Fuel. 300 milligrams natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, zero sugar. It's got what you need to push the limits and achieve your goals. So check them out on Instagram at Rain Body Fuel to learn more.
Scoops, since it's Mega Rain Thursday, I'm coming in hot today. I had to bring out an oldie but a goodie that maybe would bring me back some luck and get my ass off the schneid and make some good picks today. I'm going with a peach nectarine today.
Oh.
Peach nectarine. So I'm going to get some good vibes today.
It's one of my son's favorites. I don't do anything peach.
I don't know if you're curious
I have peach PTSD.
This right here tastes like a Chilton County peach in a can, just so everybody knows. If you're from Alabama, you know about the Chilton County peaches. Tastes like a Chilton County peach in the can. And Scoops, the Cooper Chevrolet chat is already bumping at Cooper Chevrolet. Right now, you can get incredible red tag discounts and finance rates on select new Chevy models as low as 0%. That's right, 0% APR. Or you can get, let's go. Or you can get fantastic Black Friday deals on other new Chevy, Buick pre-owned, and Chevy certified vehicles with over 375 new and used priced to sell today. Give our friends, it doesn't matter where you're located, give our friends at Cooper Chevrolet a call at area code 256-236-4481. Scoops were also brought to you by our good friend Brandon and all the people over at PTG Outdoors. They are a Camus boat dealer. They have both fresh and saltwater boats. They sell and service Mercury outboards. They do custom marine electronic installations with Garmin, Humminbird, and Lowrance products. You can get all of your fishing needs and custom golf cart retrofits where they replace all of the batteries with a single lithium battery. Located in the great state, in the great city of Grenada, Mississippi. Go to the online store. As always, go to ptgoutdoors.com. That's ptgoutdoors.com, and they will get you set up today. Make sure when you buy anything from PTG Outdoors, make sure you put the promo code MPW in the promo code. What's that going to do? That's going to get you in the drawing for the big Garmin giveaway at the end of the month. Be a great Christmas gift for all your favorite people. Let's go. How about that read right there?
That was good.
That was good. I'm getting better. I'm starting to get, 237 of these bad boys. I'm starting around it. And while we're rolling, we actually have more they're starting to come over. Got a lot of TikTok people over there. If you're on TikTok, make sure you come read right there and come over to MPW Digital on YouTube. And once you get here, if you don't mind, once you come over to MPW Digital on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
Up over 10.4 thousand now.
Yeah, we're rolling
as we go for
15.
11.
We're going 15. We're putting it out there.
But you got to get to 11 to get to 15.
That is true.
Can't.
That is a mathematical truth.
Can't get to 15 without getting to 11.
Do that for us, and then also you'll see a QR code if you're on YouTube. You'll see a QR code over there while we're talking about that. That is the QR code that will take you to the merch store that our good friend Cole Catalano. That does all of our social media and everything. He's got set up for you guys, so you can go in there. Since it's Black Friday coming up with Christmas gift and all that stuff, you can go get you some Christmas stuff there. All right, Neal, let's start this bad boy off. Came out yesterday. Jim McElwain is going to retire at the end of the season from Central Michigan. I've known Jim for a long time. Jim was actually when he was the second OC of Coach Saban's era. He's actually who coached AJ. Probably need to get AJ's thoughts on it on Monday.
Real quick, hold on. Real quick.
Oh.
My guy Triple Mask is in the stream.
Okay.
He's asking for a favor. I'm going to give it to him. Big time happy birthday to Taylor. Taylor, hope you have an awesome happy birthday, a great day, great night. Happy birthday from all of us at MPW Digital, McCready and Siskey. Again, happy birthday, Taylor. Have an awesome day.
Yeah,
there you go.
I thought
See?
that was the one you were looking for over there.
I got them both. What is this one?
Yeah, we're just going to go down sound effects now. Yeah.
That's not very good.
Yeah, it's like Tinkerbell. You can actually add,
there you go.
if we get big time, we can actually add our own sound bites.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like we can get it's not enough. We can have all kinds of fun.
Oh, wow.
We can do good. All right. But look, Jim McElwain, I've known him for a long time. That's when I met him, is when I first met him when he started coaching AJ at Alabama. Really good dude. Has coached a long time. Really, really intelligent football coach. He's been a really good head football coach. He got ran off at Florida. He was the start, I guess. Maybe was he the start of the pattern when he took them to back-to-back SEC title games and they fired him in the middle of next year?
Yep. It was him and then somebody and then Mullen, right?
Muschamp
and then Mullen.
And so, but he's a hell of a ball coach. Kind of thought that this was coming with the Connor Stallions thing with Central Michigan that came out in the summertime. I think this was something that everybody kind of saw coming.
Yep.
But look, I hope he enjoys it, but he's a true legend. You're seeing a lot of retirements. This will not be the last retirement. There's going to be a lot of retirements, I think, that will be occurring in college football this year.
I know of one college coach that is very close to a NFL deal that is heading out.
Are you saying that's one of the 2.5 that I said 3? That's going to be one?
This isn't a head coach. This is a college coach leaving for an NFL gig. It is coming.
Yeah, a lot of college names going to be floating in the NFL this year. All right, I thought we'd do a little exercise here, Scoops. But I'm very interested to get your take. This will get the.
It was not Jim McElwain on the Shark, by the way. People have dug into that story, and it was not.
It's not him,
Jim McElwain.
They've actually interviewed the guy who it was
on the Shark, right? They have found the person who it was on the Shark.
Yes, it wasn't him.
That really bothered Jim, by the way.
Well, I think because nobody ever corrected it, they just kept running with it. You know what I mean? And eventually, people started believing it was true. I mean, people still believe it was true. I saw a tweet out yesterday. They were talking about he retired. Somebody's like, "Oh, you should go back to the." People think that. People still think that that's actually him.
Yeah,
there hasn't been enough.
It's why sometimes you got to fight back a little bit with stuff. When people, I always get a lot of people like, "Oh, you just if you don't take it, if you'll just take it and not fight back, it'll go away." And well, it might go away, but it might get accepted, and
it's not as much fun if you take it.
Well, you know what I mean? Seriously. Someone says something about you that you know is complete horseshit, but you don't ever respond to it. And even though maybe it, quote, goes away, it might stick with somebody that you don't need it to stick with.
Yeah. No, I enjoy.
It's why I push back all the time about the Arkansas stuff. Is what would ever happen if I ever interviewed for a job and that came up? I don't want that to come up. Well, wait, aren't you a big? No, I mean, no, I'm not at all, right? So I think you have to be careful with stuff like that.
I agree. All right, I want to talk about this, and we'll get to picks. Be a nice little tidy show for you today. To leave or not to leave?
Okay,
that is the question.
Okay.
All right, so we're coming up on the end of the season. For fans that don't know, kind of how it goes is once the end of your regular season, okay, occurs, I think you'll have a little bit of difference in this with the playoff teams and things like that now. Pretty much, it used to be before it was basically SEC championship games, and then if you wasn't in a title game or a Big Ten, whatever, you wasn't in a title game, you would have this talk with them, usually the Sunday after. Like if we played the Egg Bowl on a Saturday, you're going to have this on a Sunday. Play the Iron Bowl on Friday, you're going to start your meetings on, or Saturday, you're going to start meeting Sunday. You want to start meeting with them because players, that are going to go pro are going to want to start meeting with agents, yada, 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 right? Now we're in a little different world with the playoffs and things like that. But all NFL liaisons across the country have, over the last few weeks, have been calling scouts off the record basically and say, hey, what is your grade on this guy? Because you'll send in your paperwork to get graded by the NFL, and they don't really give you the exact rounds anymore. They'll just say like first round or second round or just other or whatever. So you try to you want to educate your players on what's best for them to come back or to go. I've said this on here before. I'll say it again. So I'm not saying anything that's I haven't told before, but I remember my last one that I had here at Ole Miss, or one of the last ones I had, was the class that, Dawson Knox, A.J. Brown, D.K. Metcalf, and those guys were coming out. And I remember telling, like, AJ kind of had a second round grade. And for AJ's sake, like AJ's knock, because you'll ask the scouts, hey, why are they not here, right? Or what's the deal? And every scout's big concern with AJ was speed, because he's not a burner. I mean, he's a 4.5 guy, right? But when you look at AJ, it's like, what are you going to do? Catch more passes? I mean, it made no sense for him to come back.
Right.
That was kind of like, this meeting can be really short.
You're not going to get faster.
You're not going to improve your stock by coming back. And what are you going to do? Catch more footballs, make more plays? I mean, it is what it is.
It's just going to confirm what they already think.
Right. And now DK's was a little different. I actually advised DK to come back for 1 year. DK took a huge risk by going out. And let me explain why. If you're for the way the NFL collective bargaining agreement works, if you're a first-round draft pick, okay? If you're a first-round draft pick, it's a 4-year fully guaranteed contract, what you get. If you're a second round, you get a 4-year contract, but only the first 2 years are guaranteed, plus the signing bonus. If you are a third-round draft pick or below, the only thing that's guaranteed to you is the signing bonus.
Right.
So, example, the first pick of round 3 last year was Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky. He got a 4-year contract at $6 million, but his signing bonus was $1.2 million. If he got cut by the Jets, if they cut him, and he hasn't played much this year, but if they cut him, they don't owe him anything but the signing bonus is the only thing he gets, right? And so that's why the first round has saved some players too, like Laquan Treadwell. Great example. Laquan didn't do a whole lot in his first contract, but he got 4 years of film in because he had to be on the roster because they're invested in him. If he was a 6th-round guy, they would have cut bait with him, right? And he'd been out. So it comes to in effect. So what we're going to talk about here, using that, what we're going to talk about is to go or not to go, to leave or not to leave. And here's the interesting thing is you got revenue sharing is going to take place. Some people, most people are going to try to start July 1. You do have some people that are saying they're prepared to start in April as soon as this goes in place. That doesn't make sense to me, but we'll see when the House and NCAA decided to settle their stuff. So you got revenue sharing, and let's talk big boys. So let's go low end. Let's say $21 million goes to revenue sharing. Well, you got 75% of that that's probably going to go to football.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're looking at what, $14-15 million you got to spend on your players, and it's going to be set up just like an NFL to where your quarterback's going to get 12 to 14% of that money.
Well, and let's be real. At most of the big schools, there's going to be more on top of that.
My point, right? So there's going to be more on top of that. So you're talking about a college quarterback. I think Big Ten, SEC are going to be able to pay their quarterbacks all in, including NIL, pay for play stuff. When the collectives get absorbed, you're talking they may get close to $2 million.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be guys pushing $2.
Yeah. And
okay, so now to go or not to go.
Okay.
This year, particularly, so if you're a guy like, well, let's take guys, for example, like in the SEC, because I know that's where most of our people listen. Let's take guys like Garrett Nussmeier, Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck, Jalen Milroe, guys that got years back that normally 10 years ago were no-brainers were going to the league. If you're not going, in my opinion, this is my opinion. This is not nobody else's opinion. I don't think there is a premier quarterback in this draft class. I don't think anybody's a top 10. Hey, there's no C.J. Strouds. There's no Jaden Daniels, Drake Mays, Caleb Williams, guys that you can go, hey, we're going to pick you with the first pick, and you're going to go beat our starting quarterback in the NFL. I don't think there's any of those in this draft. I think this draft is very similar to 2022 when you had Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral, and Malik Willis were the three guys, right? I think it's that kind of draft.
That was rough.
Right. But you remember everybody's like, oh, they're going to go 1, 2, 3. And one guy went in the first round and everybody else went in the second. I think that's where we're at in this draft.
Where did Corral go? Second or third round?
He went third round. Oh, no, he may go in second round. They went back-to-back and 40th pick, I think. Second round, maybe third. I don't remember. But my point of the drill is this, is that if you get a grade back, if you are a Garrett Nussmeier, and you go send it off and you go, hey, you're going to be a third-round pick, why would you go take it? Let's say he's the first pick in the third round. That's $1.2 million guaranteed. $1.2 million guaranteed. Why would you go do that and then make a base salary? He's going to make more money in the playing college football. He's not going to get an $800,000 contract. He's going to get a $400,000 contract.
So are we playing the game yet?
Let's play the game.
Okay. So
Garrett Nussmeier.
You stay.
I think 100% he stays. I don't say he's going to. I'm saying if I was advising him, because he can go play his way up.
I think he will stay.
I think he stays.
Yeah.
You think he does?
I do.
I agree.
I think he is planning to.
All right. Let's talk about Carson Beck. Okay. Carson Beck started the year as everybody's All-American #1 overall pick. Okay.
Yep.
That slid.
Yes.
Okay. He is talented. We can say what we want to. He's talented. He has nowhere to go but up. If he goes in the draft right now, somebody's going to take him. But if he comes back and has a good year,
so where would he go in the draft realistically? Let's
second round.
You could talk me into it either way. Then he obviously had a disappointing season. Is having a disappointing season. I have a suspicion based on talking to some people around that program that there's been some off the field stuff that has distracted him. He made 1.5-ish this year. I mean, like, here's the other question with Georgia is how committed are you to Carson Beck?
I think they're committed. Because who's going to play?
Then if I'm him, I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he went out, but I would be tempted to think about staying.
And I think that's where this whole revenue sharing is going to be different, right? And I'm going to say this. We said this earlier. When revenue sharing kicks in, I think it's going to be harder. I think the teams that have been losing their top players to other schools are going to be able to do enough to keep their quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Like that haven't had the big collective. All right, Arkansas, for example, that hasn't had the overly competitive collective up to this point.
I cut a big check today. Oh boy, we're back.
10 minutes after
we're
after
back.
He said we don't like the Arkansas stuff. You got to preface that. Hey, if you're just now tuning in, please go back and listen to the first part of the show. What Neal said that it was a shtick. All right,
the stuff I get in messages. Wow.
If that's the first part you heard, but if you look at quarterbacks, if you can improve your value, it makes no sense to come out right now with revenue sharing.
All right. So you say Beck should stay. Who's next?
All right. Milroe.
Oh, he should stay. He should stay. I'll go the hot take here. I don't think he's going to play in the NFL. And he's worth a ton at Alabama. He's led them to the playoffs twice. I'm assuming a win over Oklahoma and Auburn. Now, here's the question there. I don't think he's a great kid, and everybody loves him. But I don't know that if you were to put truth serum into Kalen DeBoer and say, hey, what kind of quarterback do you want?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that he'd go, I want one like Jalen Milroe. I don't think that's what he'd say. But the answer with Milroe is stay. Because the value of being the Alabama quarterback is so incredible.
Oh, yeah. I used to tell AJ all the time. I said, sooner or later you need to cash in your Alabama card. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't think people understand it. It literally goes the head coach at the University of Alabama,
and then the
governor, and then the starting quarterback at Alabama, and then the head coach at Auburn.
Oh, I think the quarterback's ahead of the governor.
Maybe.
I don't even think it's close.
Probably. I was a joke.
Yeah,
but yeah.
No, but I mean, I think the quarterback is far more marketable than the governor.
Yeah, I mean, somebody said.
I mean, nobody cares about Kay Ivey. I mean, she could walk through Kroger and nobody would notice.
Yeah,
Jalen Milroe could make. I mean, let's say Alabama wins the SEC.
Okay, I think they are, by the way.
Okay, and they go to the national semifinals. That's just put them in the semis. They lose in the semis to somebody. Whoever you want them to lose to. That's who they lose to. He could easily put $2.5 million package together to come back for another year.
Easy.
And then for him, as a 3-year starter at Bama, you're just marketable forever.
Well, that's the other thing is like he would get real NIL on top of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He is one of the very few that's a real NIL guy.
From a career standpoint, it would be down the road worth a lot.
Yeah.
All right, who we got?
All right, let's go. I didn't write them down. I'm going off the top of my head. All right, let's go. Quinn Ewers.
If I'm Texas, I want him to go.
But do you though?
Okay. Here's the question.
I'm going to come back with you on podcast fodder after this.
All right, here's the question in Texas. If you're Ewers, because I don't think you're going to be able to keep both of those quarterbacks. Arch isn't going to sit a third year.
Agree.
So if you're Texas, so the question with Ewers, in my opinion, would be, do I transfer someplace and play, or do I go pro? And I think in his shoes, I think it's go pro. I think you don't run the risk. I think for him, there's risk in staying. He's already made a bunch of money. He's going to go no worse than second round, and he'll probably go first round.
Well, he's going to have questions on his durability now.
I understand that.
I mean, he's been hurt every single year. But
those questions don't go away by staying in college either, because you can get hurt again, and now you're sitting more time, and you're just cementing that. If I'm him, I go. Because if I transfer someplace and I have a bad year, my stock falls. If I stay there and Arch beats me out, my stock falls. If I stay there and I get hurt and Arch leaves and everybody's booing me and hates me, my stock falls. No, I go. I'm gone.
That's an interesting situation. If I was Quinn Ewers, I'd stay, or I would not go NFL right now, because I think
it'd be a hell of a time to be Arch Manning, because you're going into the transfer portal just going.
And here's the thing, and I want to bring this up too. This is the podcast fodder I would like to bring up. Then we're going to get to picks. There is, when you look at the Texas situation, right? Somebody mentioned Jaden Rashada earlier at Georgia. Here's the conversation: is there's no guarantee that look what Oklahoma did this past year. Oklahoma kind of pushed Dylan Gabriel out the door because they had this young Jackson Arnold. Okay?
Sure, yeah.
Why, if you're going to lose with the guy that brought you? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, but I don't think, and I'm not trying to derail the conversation. I think the moment that Jeff Lebby left Oklahoma, Dylan Gabriel was out the door.
Okay, I'm with you there.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to.
So the question would be, if you're Texas and you have the choice of, hey, do I bring back third-year starter Quinn Ewers, or do I say, see ya, head out, nice knowing you? You catch the hint. Catch the hint. It's not you, it's me. We need to break up. It's not you, it's me, which is code for it's you. Because you're not keeping both of them.
I agree, you're not.
Yeah, so that the question would be, if you're Texas, do you go with the proven commodity, or do you go with Arch?
Because here's and the other one I was going to bring up is, I used to be on the other side of this. I'm talking about where I've changed my opinion. Where my opinion has changed is, like, you look at the Auburn situation, okay, from last year. Auburn did not go get just listen to me on this. Auburn did not go get a portal quarterback last year. They knew they had problems at quarterback. They did, and I agreed at that point in time. This is where I've changed. Okay, and I'm admitting it. I was wrong. I'm on the other side of the fence now. They did not go get a portal quarterback, because if they went and got one, they were going to lose everybody, and they were going to have one quarterback in the building. Okay, well, we obviously see that did not fix any, that just extended. So my deal is this: if I'm freaking going down, let's go get a bonus, because that guy touches the ball every snap. The one thing that's guaranteed, unless you're in Wildcat, the only thing that's guaranteed is there's one player that's going to touch the ball every play. I want that guy to be a dude. So if I got to go get a bona fide dude, and I got to go get basically what Florida did. That's why Florida was in the situation against Texas. Go get a transfer kid from East Mississippi State School of Cosmetology. Then I got to do that to fill my room up. but you got to have a dude at quarterback and not be worried about losing other guys in the mode that we're in right now. So that's where I've kind of changed. Is I want to make sure whoever is pulling the trigger for me, I know that guy can fucking play. And that's where my deal with Quinn Ewers is like Arch. Yeah, we all think, and me included, we all think Arch is going to be really good. But he had games this year. He just did okay. He didn't. There was no point in the game that he go in and you go, man, that guy right there, he's better than Quinn Ewers. You never said that watching him play. Now, so for me, that's where, that's the situation you're going to be in.
I mean, if you get the kid from the School of Cosmetology, though, the skincare inside the locker room is going to be amazing.
You know what else would be amazing? If you were working inside the School of Cosmetology, if it came to a lunch break.
Oh, it would. It would. You'd say, hey, everybody.
You like that?
I do.
I'm getting good, dude. I'm getting good. Clap it up for your boy. Clap it up for your boy.
You know, you would say, hey, listen, we've been working on our applying base, right? Mascara. Everybody's hungry. It's been a lot of work. Getting our color schemes right. Getting our shades right. Getting the right hue. Not Hugh Freeze, but H-U-E.
Okay.
You'd say, let's go get some lunch. Where would we like to go? I would suggest Wendy's because you've had Wendy's nugs dipped in sauce, but have you had them covered in sauce? Wendy's new saucy nugs take the crispy and spicy nugs that you love and turn them up to 11. Choose between flavors like buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, or if you're a real heat seeker, try spicy ghost pepper. Only on Wendy's signature spicy nugs. I dare you.
I dare you.
That's 7 delicious ways to try the nugs you already love. Pick a flavor, grab some extra napkins, and prepare to nug like you have never nugged before. For a whole new way to nug, it's got to be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Scoops, you know what? When you leave, when you go, you know what? I'm leaving East Mississippi State School of Cosmetology.
Yep.
And I'm heading over to Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
On my way.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a ride.
Yep, you are.
And what am I going to do? I'm going to stop by Kia of Meridian. Are you looking for an unbeatable deal?
Always.
Kia of Meridian has you covered with rates as low as 1.9% on new rides. Whether it's the ever-popular Telluride, the Sorrento, the Sportage, or the K5, we've got something for everyone, plus a huge selection of new and used vehicles. And here's the best part, Scoops. When that quarterback, when he leaves East Mississippi State School of Cosmetology,
Yep.
and when he buys a vehicle from Kia of Meridian, do you know what he's going to get to do?
Spin the wheel!
Spin the wheel! And win awesome prizes like a PS5, an Xbox, a TV, and more. Don't wait. Come by Kia of Meridian or call area code 601-483-6444 and drive away a winner today. Kia of Meridian, your road, your ride, your deal.
You know what else? When you get there, once you park for the night, head to the bar.
Oh,
and tell them,
make sure you've
parked for the night.
You've parked your K5.
Parked for the night. You've spun the wheel that day. Everything's done. It's time to unwind, have a cold one. Suggest Parish Brewing Company. That's what I suggest. They're located right there in the heart of Cajun country in Broussard, Louisiana. Parish Brewing Company has one simple goal: make awesome craft brewed beer. And they've done it. This is Ghost in the Machine. It's a double IPA brewed with obscene quantities of hand-selected Citra hops. It's crazy. Citra hops from their favorite farm in Yakima Valley, Washington.
Okay.
Expect pungent grapefruit aromas and flavors, tropical fruit, less harsh bitterness than most double IPAs. They also have Dr. Juice. It's your new go-to IPA. It's a highly crushable juice bomb, dry hopped with a blend of their favorite selected hops. It's a 6% ABV.
Okay.
Sneaky good. Has a rich cantaloupe hue, H-U-E.
Not H-U-G-H.
Nope. I don't know about that. Don't want to go there with the thick frosted haze.
That's twice you said Hugh today.
So,
Who had that on their bingo card?
soft mouthfeel, aroma, and taste full of passion fruit, papaya, and blood orange, making it a drink like a glass of freshly squeezed juice. That's Parish Brewing Company. Wherever you go to get your beer, whatever bar or restaurant or store, look for Parish. You'll be glad you did.
You said Hugh twice today, not referring to Hugh Freeze. I promise you, Scoops hasn't been drinking today.
I haven't. It's the scariest part.
Promise.
Promise. I swear I haven't. I wish.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Scoops?
Yes.
It is time for Make It Rain Thursday. It is time that you've all been waiting for. It's time for the weekly picks on Make It Rain Thursday. Going into this week, I have shit the bed. I have blown.
I did say Hugh and soft mouthfeel in the same sentence there.
That's
true.
Dude, y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. Why would you encourage such behavior? And you didn't say no diddy either.
Well, nope.
All right. So going into this week, I have completely shit the bed. I had an 18-unit lead like 3 weeks ago. That lead is down to 2.38 units.
2.38 units.
Neal is 60 and 65. And then really, if you just want to be honest with you, like here's the cool part is we probably against the spread are damn near close to even or a little bit better, but we always pick the money line. But you're minus 2.03 units. I am 62 and 63 plus 0.35 units. So we got this thing cut down. It is time to go. Appreciate you. Here we go. We got super chat from Donovan McMillan. Thank you, sir. Says, y'all have a great show. How many SEC teams you think will get in? Because apparently strength of schedule doesn't matter by the committee. I imagine that our good friend Donovan McMillan is a Tennessee fan.
Well, he says go Vols. That's probably a giveaway.
Oh, he did. I didn't read the last of it.
Wow. Hey, way to go, Tyler.
I didn't read the end of it. I kind of stopped my reading there. Good job, Captain Freaking Obvious. Hello, Tennessee fan. Thank you. That was bad. Hey, I'm from Alabama. Forgive me. I do have a master's degree, though. I think 4 SEC teams are getting in the playoff. The only way a 5th team gets in is if the Big Ten somehow loses a spot or Notre Dame loses.
Yes.
That would I think that would bring in 5 to play. Anything else is 4.
Or Penn State losing to Minnesota.
Well, that'd be a Big Ten losing a spot.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Big Ten has to lose.
When everybody says that, I think Indiana.
Yeah. So, all right, Scoops, it is time for the college picks of Make It Rain. Would you like to go first? Would you like me to go first?
Either way, I'm good. Whatever you want to do, I'm fine.
All right. I get to go first. I'm fired up.
Okay.
I'm going to start with my favorite pick then, so you don't.
I mean, I might repeat. I've only got.
You're not going to pick my favorite.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and I've got 1 money line.
All right, Scoops.
That's all I got.
The Ole Miss Rebels.
Well, we're on the same page on day 1.
I bet we're not.
Oh.
The Ole Miss Rebels are traveling to Gainesville, Florida.
Yes.
Saturday at 11 o'clock.
11 Central, noon Eastern on ABC from the Swamp.
From the Swamp. The Florida Gators have been playing really, really good lately, minus a quarterback issue. But they're a little salty team. They've been playing really good defense since the bye week.
Okay.
The Ole Miss Rebels are on fire, playing as good as anybody in the country.
Okay.
Big must-win game for the Rebels.
That is true.
They know that.
Everyone in the world knows it.
Everybody in the world knows it.
Mm-hmm.
And Scoops, the Rebels are favored by 10.5.
It's actually 11.
Oh, it's 11 now. And guess what, Scoops?
Hmm.
That's not where I'm going.
Okay.
Give me the Ole Miss Florida under 55.5. Ole Miss Florida under 55.5. I think the only way I think I lose this bet is if Ole Miss covers it by themselves. I think Florida's very dependent on explosive plays.
Yes.
They even last week, I don't know, some crazy dispersion of snaps last week they had against LSU. I don't think the Ole Miss defense will allow those explosive plays. I think they control the game from a defensive standpoint, and they score whatever they score. Just don't score 56, please, Lane. I think under 55.5 is free money.
Okay. I'm also starting with Ole Miss and Florida. This is like one of my we've done this how many years? 3 years?
3 years.
I think I've bet on Ole Miss once.
Before this. Once this year, and you won.
This is twice.
Oh!
Give me Ole Miss minus 11. I think it's borderline lock. I don't like free money because no money is ever free.
This is true.
This is lockish. I love Ole Miss in this game. I think I like the matchup. I like their defensive front against Florida's offensive front. I think Lagway is going to be a terrific quarterback. He has got an absolute howitzer attached to his right shoulder. Doesn't have a ton of the weapons that you need. Ole Miss they know each other. Roberts and Golding coach together. They know each other. There's a lot of familiarity, which cancels a lot of that stuff out over the course of a practice.
Helps the under, though.
It probably helps the under. Give me the Rebels. The only thing I'd say about the over-under on this is that I think it's pretty obvious that Lane Kiffin right now is trying to score style points. I don't think he's going to go conservative if they get a lead for a little while.
No, he's not going. I
think he's going to try to put up numbers. So give me Ole Miss minus 11.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, money is free in Ukraine. It's a good point. It's a good point. I stand corrected. It's a good point. It's free there.
Got us.
It's true.
Got us. Very, very valid point.
Valid point.
All right, Scoops, I'm going to go off pace right here. A game that I guarantee you is not on your script. The Sam Houston State. I think they are the Bobcats.
Bearcats.
I should have known that. I've coached against them like 10,000 times.
Bearcats with a K.
The Sam Houston State Bearcats are traveling to Calhoun County, Alabama.
Let's go.
To take on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.
Okay.
This is 8-2 versus 7-3. Big game in Conference USA.
Mm-hmm.
Big game in Conference USA. The Fighting Rich Rods are at home. Mm-hmm. And they are 6-point favorites at home. And guess what, Scoops? It's not enough. Give me the Jacksonville State Gamecocks -6 at home. Sam Houston has a tough time scoring points. They are good on defense. I just think Jacksonville State outscores them. I think it's a bad matchup for Sam Houston. Great matchup for Jacksonville State. I've watched both of these teams. I know I'm a football sicko. Forgive me. I'm a big Conference USA guy with all of my buddies there. I've watched as much Conference USA as I've watched SEC. I like Jacksonville State -6 at home versus Sam Houston.
You know what I always say about the college football playoff? Everybody gets all worried about it. We do weeks and weeks of what if, and then
they get word out.
It always kind of works itself out. It always works itself out. I'm one of the people that doesn't want it to work itself out. I want the chaos. I want the teeth gnashing. I want everybody to be upset at everybody because I think 12 is a weird number. But in this spot that I'm about to pick, this is part of the working out. Arizona State -3 over BYU. BYU is bye after this.
Who sings that song?
In Sync.
Can I get a
bye?
Can we get that as a meme?
I mean, I'm trying to think. If I knew more of the words, I'd sing it, but I don't.
We can call it up.
No, let's not do that. Arizona State -3. Kenny Dillingham and the boys get a big win in Tempe. They knock the Cougars out of this conversation.
I agree with you, by the way. I got another hot take. I think the Arizona State Sun Devils are going to be the Big 12 champs.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think they're making the field.
They're going to be the 4th team.
How about that?
There's nothing like on TikTok, by the way. There's nothing
like
the
Forks team.
Yeah, the Forks team. There's nothing like on TikTok. This is the greatest thing. All the 2-year, I'm not going to repeat what I call them on the YouTube because I don't need strikes, but all the 2-year Colorado fans, I'm sitting there. I literally, as a background, I had the college ESPN graphic of the college football playoffs that lists the rankings and it puts the bracket based on what it is. I cannot tell you how many morons came in there and go, well, where's Colorado? Well, they're not fucking ranked in the top 12. I mean, that's where they're at. I think actually all kidding aside, well, it's going to be it's going to be Arizona State, Colorado. I guess BYU's got a chance, and Kansas State has a outside shot. I think all these people are flipping out about the Boise being in the 4 spot. I think the Big 12 champ will eventually kick over Boise and be in that 4 spot.
I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on.
No, you can't speak it.
No, I'm speaking. I'm not singing it.
Sing
I
it for
loved
us.
you
Come on.
endlessly when you weren't there for me. So
Gotta do
now
that.
it's time to leave and make it alone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I want to see you out that door. Baby, bye, bye, bye.
Why can't we get you to sing it? All right, Scoot's my third pick. I'm debating. I got a pool over here I like.
Okay.
I'm going to go with this one. You know how you say things work themselves out?
Yes.
The Penn State Nittany Lions are traveling to Minnesota, and they're taking on the Minnesota Rotor Boaters.
Chillers are broken. Chillers are out. It's cold outside.
I hear it's going to be an elite atmosphere.
Chillers are off.
With the Rotor Boaters in Minnesota.
No. Chillers are off.
Turning all the chillers off. It's going to be chilly outside, though.
Yes.
And the Minnesota Golden Gophers are underdogs. Penn State is favored by 11.5. And guess what, Scoops? It's too much.
Oh.
Give me the Minnesota Fighting Row the Boaters.
Yeah.
At home.
PJ and the boys.
Plus 11.5. You're giving me 11.5.
Yeah.
Against the Penn State Nittany Lions on Saturday.
Yep.
I think that plays, all kidding aside. This one has a chance to get weird. Really does.
It's not your money line, but you like it a little bit.
I like it. Okay. I may sprinkle. Sprinkle.
You know how the playoff works itself out?
How does it work?
This one right here is not going to be working itself out, which is probably good news for the committee because they want this team in the field. Going to Yankee Stadium. It's Army. Notre Dame.
This is free money,
it's
too.
It's a 14.5 point line. And Tyler, it's not even.
Just remember, Coach Nuke takes care of us.
Just remember,
Coach Nuke takes care of us.
Frank, I love you. You're a good dude. You're my guy. You sent Carson the Army soccer jacket that he wore all the time. But listen, none of that matters on Saturday between the lines in Yankee Stadium.
That's night game too, right?
You know what Army's gonna feel like batting practice baseballs after Aaron Judge hits, after Juan Soto hits. 14.5 is nowhere close to enough. Notre Dame's winning this game big. Notre Dame minus 14.5.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, when you feel like trap lines and stuff.
Yeah,
like this is too low. You know what I mean? Like
this is a reverse trap.
This is a reverse trap.
Yes.
I will say this: if Army even covers this game, it will feel like a win for Army. Marcus Freeman, I don't know what somebody needs. They need to start bringing him in when he plays the triple option. They know how to stop it. Like they shut everybody down on triple option. Maybe they see it enough. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pulling for Army.
Yep.
I'm pulling for Army. America. #America. I'm pulling for you. I don't like the matchup though.
Don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye.
You got to sing it, though. You're
bye, bye.
Do you sing by yourself?
No, not really.
That means you do sometimes. Not really means kinda.
I mean, maybe.
Kinda means sometimes.
If I'm out running or something and I got the...
What's your go-to sing? What are you singing? What's your go-to? What's your jam?
You'll laugh at this.
I will not laugh.
What I listen to the most when I'm running is either rap, or 80s music.
Is it old school rap or is it new rap?
I mean, fairly old school. Like I like a lot of Eminem and Dr. Dre and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm a Snoop guy, and that's
Snoop.
why my dog is named Snoop.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. After Snoop Dogg.
Not after Snoopy.
No, but when we go to get, when you take the dog to drop him off at a vet or something like that, and they go, "Oh, is his name Snoopy?" No, it's Snoop, as in the Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Charlie Brown's a secret good. I mean, it's withstood the test of time. Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown's Christmas.
It is good. It is good.
Like stupid ass. Was it Linus? Always thinks.
Linus, yeah.
Oh, who's it? Charlie? Charlie thinks he's going to kick the ball, and Lucy always pulls.
Lucy
the ball.
pulls it out.
And no, did he?
It's a cartoon, Neal. It's a kid's cartoon.
I swear there's a top on this beer. Look, see, I promise.
You can't say that talking about kids' cartoons.
Come on.
You can't.
Come on.
You can't incorporate.
Come on.
You can't incorporate Snoopy with Diddy.
You don't think every once in a while Linus looks over there at old Peppermint Patty and says, "Hey, baby, what's going on?" Huh? You don't think Schroeder, when he's playing his piano, trying to impress them, and they're all swooning over him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got her right where I want her right now."
What the hell is wrong with you? We got you singing in sync, and I promise y'all, I don't think he's on anything. All right, Scoots, before we get banned by life, my fourth game, Scoops. There's a game going on at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
Oh, yes, there is. On the list.
It's on your list?
Oh, it is.
There's a game going on there. Are you going double circle over there? Double circle?
I'm going over this. This might be the one.
I hope Grind's not in the chat. Is Grind in the chat? He's not. I hadn't seen him. All right. This is good. When he replays, he'll cuss us when in the replay. The Texas A&M Aggies are favored by, is it still 2.5?
It was like an hour ago. Let's see. I'll get you an updated line.
Updated line.
ULM, Penn State. Where are you, Auburn? Arkansas, Missouri. Where are you, Auburn? Auburn, 2.5.
2.5. The line just like refuses to move. Refuses to move. And there has been hella amount of money placed on and it's like one of those traps, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of the money's going on Auburn.
We just got a text message. We just got a text message from a former guest on our show.
Okay.
That's apparently watching. He says, Snoopy pulls out, ? Y'all are 12. Guilty as charged. I didn't say it, just for the record. That's that guy.
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about.
He sent it to you too?
No,
right.
I didn't get it.
All right. The Texas A&M Aggies.
Well, you're the one that said she pulled it out. I just asked.
Dog,
I didn't say that.
Oh, unbelievable. The Auburn Tigers. It feels like one of those Kansas City Chiefs traps where the Bills destroy them. And some Scoops, the Texas A&M Aggies are favored by 2.5 at Jordan-Hare against the Auburn Tigers. And guess what, Scoops? That's not where I'm going. Give me the under. Give me the under at 46.5. Okay? Fun fact here. At 46.5 in SEC play, Auburn would hit that under every single time, with the exception of one game, and that was against Oklahoma, that all the freaking pick six and fumbles and shit happened. In a normal games, the Auburn Tigers would have hit the under every time in conference play.
Yep.
I think Texas A&M defense is real. I'm not like, I don't know what we're expecting to happen with the Auburn offense this week, if we're expecting all of a sudden an output. And then here's the other thing is, look, Auburn's playing really well on defense, has played well on defense all year. I think this game, I do think it's a low-scoring game.
Okay. I think it's real low scoring.
Yeah, I think it's a low-scoring game. And
one side in particular, real low.
Yeah, I don't think Auburn can get out of the teens, and I don't think that Texas A&M can probably get out of the early 20s. Give me the under at 46.5. It's one of my favorite bets of the week.
It's absolutely one of my favorite bets of the week, and it's the exact same game.
Well, I know where you're going.
It's a battle of Colts. Got the. You know, in a lot of ways, it's a fascinating game because you get Mike Elko versus Hugh Freeze, but you get Hugh Freeze where he's not distracted because Texas A&M's got the yelling boys over there.
The yelling boys.
Whatever they're called.
They sing in sync before they show up? Is that their hype music?
This is one of their chants. Let's see if I can find it again. They chant, "Don't really want to make it tough." I just want to tell you that I've had enough. It might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye. You just hit me with the truth. Now, girl, you're more than welcome to. So give me one more good reason, baby. Come on. I've lived for you and me, and now I really come to see that life would be much better once you're gone. I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I want to see you out that door. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.
What are we doing? What's your pick again?
Give me the Aggies. -2.5 over Auburn. They might be thinking ahead to Texas. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not sure Auburn scores more than like 7 points in this game. Give me Texas A&M. Wow. I think this is.
So you like my under bet?
I do like your under bet. I love the Aggies in this game. Love it.
Okay.
We're giving credence to Auburn because they blew out ULM. There you go. There we go.
Wow. I felt some salt in that answer.
No salt.
No
Grind says easy money.
Grind's back. He's not mad. He's back. All right, Scoots, my fifth pick.
Yes.
I was looking for games like this in the SEC, and I just couldn't find very many because of the line. I didn't like where the lines were on the other two that fit this. I had a trend I was looking for.
Good.
And you know what? I hate big numbers, Scoops. I hate them.
Well, you went to Troy.
Touche. And have a master's from Northwestern State.
No.
A master's of education, nonetheless. That my wife takes credit for.
Yes.
Scoops, and so when you look at the Georgia line, they're like 40-something point favorites. And then you look at the Tennessee line, and they're like 40-something point favorites.
Both lines as of this afternoon were 42. Yeah. UTEP at Tennessee, UMass at Georgia.
And both of those teams, they're on like resume build. They need to have statements. They're not calling the dogs off if they have a chance.
In our picks thing at Rebel Grove, I laid points in both those games. Yeah. I just think both teams are so pissed off.
They got to,
right? They got to score 1,000 points and got to pad stats and metrics and all sorts of BS.
And I was looking, 42 points. That's a lot of points, and it's probably not enough. So I had to find somebody else that needed to build the resume. And I said, by gosh, this is where I'm going. It's right in the honey hole. Give me the Texas Hook'em Longhorns at home -20.5. I think they try to score 100 points if they can. They know that, hey, look, if something happens and we lose to A&M next week, all of a sudden we're another one of those 10-2 teams and we haven't beat anybody. What can we say? We can say Ole Miss lost to Kentucky, but we beat them by 60. They're looking for every single way they can to improve their resume. Give me the Longhorns -20.5. Bye.
Okay. I'm staying in SEC also.
Let's go.
And I'm down to 2 here. But I'm going to go with the one that has to win. The one that cannot lose. I like Missouri -7.5, but Missouri doesn't really matter. It's over. I mean, what's the difference between 9, 8? I mean, just whatever. I am told Brady Cook's going to play, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I stayed around it.
Alabama's heading to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Tide can't lose. The Tide, everybody's going, they're going to win the SEC. I'm one of them. They're going to win the SEC. They're going to get a top 4. Not if they lose to Oklahoma, they won't. They leave no margin for error here. Oklahoma loves to turn the ball over. My guy Kane's going to force some turnovers. They've started to figure it out a little bit with Milroe at quarterback. And say what you will about Kalen DeBoer. Go check out his November record as a coach. It's elite.
Yes. Lost 2 games his whole life?
Give me Alabama -13.5 at Oklahoma. The Tide rolls. They get Auburn next week. Alabama's going 10-2. They're going to be safely in the playoff. They're not screwing it up in Norman, Oklahoma. Alabama.
Oh, Scoops.
Hello, Joker. The Joker. Welcome into the show.
Scoops.
Yes, Joker.
I've been gone for a while.
It's been a rough time for you because your guy at Colorado just keeps winning.
Yeah, it's because I've been on vacation.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know, I went to hang out in Gotham and stopped going to Boulder because it's boring. And I got tired of all the 2-year dick riding Colorado fans. I just got tired. So
yeah.
But guess what, Scoops? There's people talking about us winning the Big 12. There's talk about us going to the playoffs. There's talk about Dion going to be the coach of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
There's always talk.
Yeah. Travis Hunter's going pro.
Travis Hunter should go pro. Should win the Heisman. The Joker guarantees a Heisman trophy for Travis Hunter.
Big commitment for Colorado today too. The quarterback,
Juju Lewis.
Juju Lewis committed.
He went from Georgia to Indiana to USC. Now he's going to Colorado.
Yeah.
We know he's going to finish his career in Colorado. He's a very decisive human being.
Yeah.
Real decisive.
Right. Very decisive.
But Scoops, this week, the Colorado Buffaloes, we play our toughest opponent of the year. The best team we've played all year. And their record is 4-6. It's the best team that all of us Captain Dick Riders, it's the best team that we played all year.
Yes.
And the Colorado Buffaloes are favored by 3 points. But their dreams are going to die in Arrowhead this weekend. Give me the Kansas Jayhawks at plus 125 to end all the fantasy land for all the fantasy land people. Give me the Kansas Jayhawks plus 125 in Arrowhead. Scoops, I'll see you Monday.
All right, see you, Joker. All right, so the Joker as Tyler's proxy, taking the Kansas money line at 125. Your boy here is going almost double that with his money line. I'm staying in the SEC. I'm SEC heavy today. Kind of feel like I kind of know the league a little, running the risk of maybe I know it too well. Maybe I think I know it too well. Maybe I don't know it as well as I do. I'm a big believer in quit watch.
Oh.
Are
you going family here? Is it Thanksgiving and you're doing family time?
I am. It's family time. I'm a big believer in Tiger Stadium, but not every aspect of Tiger Stadium. When LSU's rolling, when they got it going, when everybody believes, it's kind of like Christmas time. It's magic. You know, everyone believes. And it gets loud, gets a little crazy. Other teams freak out a little bit. Team plays above its head. Crowd has an impact. There's no denying that. But when they're out and the crowd doesn't believe, they don't not show. No, they show. And they take out their hostility on the home team. And the home field advantage becomes a home field disadvantage. You know who hasn't quit?
Captain Diego.
Captain Diego and my brother Clark have not quit. And they're about to go steal one. Vanderbilt plus 230 at LSU. Give me the doors.
Wow.
Anchor down.
I thought about putting that as a line play. Real quick game.
Show your gold. Anchor down.
I will tell you the games I like.
Because you know what LSU is saying?
What's
LSU is saying, I'm giving up. I know for sure. I don't want to be the reason for your love no more. Bye-bye. I'm checking out. I'm signing off. I don't want to be the loser, and I've had enough.
Lines I liked, I did not do on the show that I'm going to bet personally. I'm going to take Indiana plus 13.5 against Ohio State.
Okay.
I think
I took
everybody.
I took Indiana plus the points.
Everybody's just counting them out You know what I'm saying?
Because if I'm the Big Ten and I want a bunch of teams, I do not let Indiana get blown out. Holding Ohio State 10 yards.
Yeah, I think Indiana covers. I could be dead wrong, obviously, but
Block
I'm
in the
gonna
back. Ohio State.
I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet plus 13.
Illegal formation.
I came really close to this one.
Yes.
Came really close. Almost took ULM as my money line. ULM.
We're done.
No, they're not.
We're done.
No, they're not. 2.5-point underdogs at Arkansas State. I actually think ULM wins this game. I think ULM gets bowl eligible this week in Jonesboro. Against my Red Wolves, because here's the deal: Arkansas State's already reached bowl eligibility. A little relaxation. ULM knows they got to get it because they got ULL next week. Like, they got to get this game. They know they have to get this game. They got ULL next week to close it out. Now here's the thing. I know for the shtick and for the show, I had to bring the Joker out. I think the appropriate bet is Kansas plus 3. Kansas has lost 6 games, 5 one-loss games.
Yep. That's true.
If you're giving a team that plays games that close, you're giving me 3 points. I think the appropriate bet is Kansas plus 3. I know it's a shtick for the show and Joker. I'm going to Joker my way into a damn haunted house, but I think the actual bet, which I will probably do myself, is actually Kansas plus 3.
Goodness,
and then
you can take some Ghost in the Machine with you.
I can. They will hang out with me. And here's the other one I liked: Colorado State.
Who they got?
My quick U, Colorado State, is 7-3.
I know they're
undefeated.
They're fast becoming the Texas Longhorns' best friend.
Yes, they're undefeated.
It's a quality win for
in the
them.
Mountain West,
Mhm.
and they're going on the road at Fresno, and they're underdogs. So I'm going to take Colorado State plus 3.
Okay.
In there. All right, it's time for
my
NFL.
My only other game was Missouri minus 7.5. I do like the Tigers. I do like the Tigers, and I don't think Mississippi State can stop a team that's trying to score.
The one thing too, I want to give Mississippi State. I want to give Missouri credit on this. We didn't talk about enough against South Carolina. They ran the ball very well against South Carolina. They had not done that,
which is a way to go beat Mississippi State into the ground.
There you go. Not a good matchup, but I'm pulling for Mississippi State because those are my guys, and I think Levy's a hell of a coach.
Grind will know if anybody picked on Iowa, and I just can't. I'm done. I've been burned by them so many times this year. I'm done.
No. And I'm not. I'm a big Maryland guy. Those are my guys up there, so I can't do it.
All right, NFL.
Let's go.
Got to hustle a little bit.
All right. Yeah, we do. All right, NFL. All right, Scoops. I'm going to start this bad boy off tonight because I've already bet it.
Yep.
And it's in my pool, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who are quickly becoming one of the best teams in the AFC, are on the road in a divisional game against the Browns. They are favored by 3.5 against the Browns tonight. And guess what, Scoops?
What's that?
It's not enough. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers minus 3.5 tonight against the Browns. I've already bet it. That's why I'm going to do it. Look, I think the Steelers are probably, they're arguably the second or third best team in the AFC, and nobody's talking about them because you got Kansas City, you got the Bills, and you got the Ravens. Hell, they beat the Ravens last week. I just like what they're doing. They find ways to win games. The Browns are struggling. Then you got Jameis Winston, short week. I like the Steelers.
The forecast in Cleveland tonight: winter weather advisory in effect until midnight. Lake effect snow expected. Total snow 3 to 5 inches in Cauhaga and Gojo or whatever it's called counties. Plan on slippery road conditions. Poor visibility could impact the Thursday evening commute. It's also going to impact this game. Give me the Cleveland Browns plus 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
I love the Steelers as a dog.
Don't like him as a favorite?
I don't like him as a favorite. Give me Cleveland and I love the under here.
Okay. I bet that under has moved like nuts if that's the weather. I was unaware of the weather, but it doesn't matter. I'm still taking Steelers.
I'm looking. Hold on. There it is. The under 36.5.
That's low. All right, Scoots. My second game. Got a team on the road that's going on a holiday weekend. This is why I'm doing it. Because I have experienced this NFL stadium, and I understand what happens on holidays at this particular place.
Okay.
It gets covered with the opposing fan base. So it doesn't turn into a home game. It turns into a neutral site game. And I got one team playing really well, one team struggling to find its identity. Give me the Denver Broncos minus 6 on the road at Vegas at the Raiders.
Good pick.
Holiday weekend, Denver, easy flight from Denver to Vegas. Give me the Broncos minus 6 against the Raiders.
I never do over-unders. I'm doing 2 today.
Look at you.
I'm not good at them, but I like this one. The Colts defense is not good. The Detroit offense is good. Very balanced. It's going to be indoors. Weather won't be a factor. The Colts Lions over 50.5.
Colts Lions over 50.5.
Yes.
Yeah, that's easy. As long as the Lions stink it up. You got to find the Colts got to get to probably
13,
17, somewhere in there.
Yep.
Yep, I like that one. All right, Scoops. My third pick. The Philadelphia Eagles are on fuego fire. Taking this bad boy all the way to Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
They're traveling out to L.A. again, Sunday night, holiday weekend.
Oh, they'll take a lot of people out there. A lot of Eagles fans heading out
to L.A.
Out to L.A. for a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're playing the L.A. Rams. And the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. And guess what, Scoops?
What's that?
It's not enough. Give me fly, Eagles, fly. Minus 2.5 on the road in L.A.
Okay.
By the way, Chris Baker in the chat says Bo Nix is playing pretty damn good.
He is.
How about this? Can the preseason pick of Bo Nix being NFL Rookie of the Year come to fruition if he finishes the season off strong?
Got to be real strong because Jaden's fallen, but Jaden built up a big lead.
We're doing this right now, though.
Jaden did a big lead.
We're doing this right now.
It might depend on who's counting the votes. Does the votes get counted in Florida, or do the votes get counted in California? Speaking of Florida, the Miami Dolphins are at home against the New England Patriots. They're laying 7.5. It's a lot, but I think they could lay more. Give me Miami minus 7.5 against New England.
Love it. All right, Scoops. My fourth pick. The San Francisco 49ers are traveling to Green Bay. They're taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are favored by 2 points. The 49ers are minus Bosa.
It's 1.5.
It's 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1.5.
I mean, not that matters. But yeah,
doesn't matter. They're favored by 1.5 over the San Francisco 49ers. Bosa, dinged up, got a little groin. Groins are tough to come by. They struggled last week.
He says it's not so little.
Wow. You're on one today. I got to go check what's in that drink over there. Jordan Love and the Packers are playing out of their mind. They're having a really good year. The 49ers are in must-freaking-win position. Give me the San Francisco 49ers plus 1.5 on the road in Green Bay.
We're on the same page there. I don't have but 5, so I'm not going to go searching. I also like the 49ers plus 1.5.
Okay. All right, Scoot's my last pick. I'm taking this bad boy all the way to Monday night.
Okay. By the way, weather in Green Bay is not going to be a factor. It's 45 and cloudy. Only a 17% chance of precipitation.
Yeah, it was snowing today, but not Sunday. Scoops, taking all the way to Monday night. And you know what? SoFi is going to have to redo the stadium, go from Rams to Chargers in 24 hours. Because the Chargers are coming in there and playing on Monday night right after Sunday night to Monday night, quick turnaround. Got to get all that signage down from the Rams, put up all the signage for that's got to suck.
It's got to be a lot of work.
That's on a holiday weekend.
A lot of work.
There's some people that work at SoFi. They're pissed.
Yes.
They're like.
They're probably used to it, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. You don't get this much.
Get a lot of concerts, though.
You do. That's fair.
Get a lot of stuff. You probably got something going on just about all the time.
They probably wasn't excited when the old flex schedule came out for Sunday Night Football.
Probably not. Probably we're hoping for a Sunday earlier in the day game. Yeah,
yeah.
This made for a
long night on Sunday.
Burning the midnight oil, so to speak.
Yes. The Baltimore Ravens, again, got a team traveling across on a holiday weekend, and SoFi's damn near a home field advantage for the other team anyway. Great fan base in Baltimore. Traveling on a holiday weekend, and their Baltimore Ravens are favored by 3 points. Guess what, Scoops?
What's up?
It's too much. Give me the LA Chargers at home plus 3 You're talking about, by the way, I love the under in this game.
Jim gets his revenge on John.
You got brother versus brother.
Staff versus staff.
Let's go. But here's the deal.
Lots of stuff.
The Chargers can play freaking defense against the run, and Derrick Henry going to have a tough time getting going in this game. Give me the Chargers +3 at home. When they're playing, like, in the first half against the Bengals the other night, when the Chargers are playing, and Herbert, what he played in the first half the other night, they can't be beat. I think they're coming on strong. Give me the Chargers +3 at home.
All right, last pick of the day is NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings, the Chicago Bears.
Don't do it to your Bears.
At Soldier Field. Historic Soldier Field. The Vikings are a 3.5-point favorite, but as you would say, it's not where I'm going.
Oh.
Give me the under. Under 39.5. I don't think the Bears are going to score much at all. And yet they're good enough to kind of contain Minnesota. Let me go under 39.5.
Look at you with your little unders and overs today.
Hope for some wind off of Lake Michigan.
Look at there. It's impressive. That's all I got today, boss. Monday, we got to talk to him about next week. Be flexible schedule next week.
Yeah, be real flexible because I don't, as I've mentioned, my day job is covering Ole Miss. They play on a Friday instead of a Saturday. As of this moment, their media schedule is not yet known.
I'll be out of town.
Which means that Lane Kiffin hasn't thought about it. That's what that means. So they will think about it on Sunday. Tyler will be out of town. We will get you at least one show, hopefully 2 shows. There will not be 3 shows. I can tell you that. We'll try to get you 2. We'll promise you 1. We'll let you know. We'll try to put it out on social media and such as to where we're going to go. But if you're traveling like Tyler this weekend, please be careful and make us a part of your holiday weekend if you would. We would very much appreciate that. As much as we appreciate our fine friends at Reign. Reign Total Body Fuel, 300 milligrams natural caffeine, BCAAs, electrolytes, 0 sugar. It's got what you need to push the limits and achieve your goals. Check them out on Instagram at Reign Body Fuel to learn more.
Scoops were brought to you by our good friends at PTG Outdoors. You can discover Garmin at PTG Outdoors. From cycling and running watches to tax indoor cycling, Garmin brings innovation to your fitness journey. Track health metrics, explore maps, and enjoy GPS precision for cycling, golf, and outdoor adventures. Dive deeper with swim tracking, train smarter with dog tracking tools, and monitor performance on land and water. Explore Garmin's range, including smartwatches, scales, and advanced off-road instruments, available now at ptgoutdoors.com. So it doesn't matter if you're on TikTok, you're on Twitter watching, you're on YouTube. Go to PTG Outdoors, find something that you like, hit the checkout button, and when you go to checkout, make sure you put in the code MPW in the promo code. MPW in the promo code. What's that going to do? That's going to enter you in the free giveaway for the big Garmin giveaway that Brandon's going to do for PTG Outdoors at the end of the month. Make sure you go check that out at ptgoutdoors.com. And also, Scoops, when you're driving this weekend, you're over the holidays driving, and you find yourself, look at there. There's Meridian, Mississippi. We're going to stop by Kia of Meridian. Are you looking for unbeatable deals? Kia of Meridian has you covered with rates as low as 1.9% on all new rides. Whether it's the ever-popular Telluride, the Sorrento, the Sportage, or the K5, we've got something for everyone. Plus a huge selection of new and used vehicles. And here's the best part, Scoops. With any new and used vehicle purchase, do you know what you get to do?
Spin
the wheel and win awesome prizes like the PS5, an Xbox, a TV, and more. Don't wait. Come by Kia of Meridian or call 601-483-6444 and drive away a winner today. Kia of Meridian. Your road, your ride, your deal.
And in the event that you live in Georgia and you need to insure that vehicle or anything else, don't forget about our guy, Cole Walters of State Farm Insurance. Cole is licensed in auto, home, life, health, business, and even pet insurance for the whole state of Georgia. Contact Cole at 706-525-7850. 706-525-7850. You can also find him online at ColeWaltersInsurance.com. Stay tuned for more programming here on MPW Digital today, starting in about 10 minutes with the Butcher versus the dance instructor. Greg Jones, Caroline McCready make their weekly picks. They're separated by 1 game heading into Week 13. 1 game. Big slate of games. So stay tuned for them. We'll be back with you at some point next week for another edition of McCready and Siskey, powered by Reign Total Body Fuel. Until then, take care.